Good evening, Internet, and welcome to episode 49 of Malt and Magic. Yes, we called it a one-shot, but it's actually going to be a special episode, a canon episode, just with a little bit of a twist. So, our resident social media master and rogue bard, Danny, is on his jolly holidays this week. So instead, we have a special guest for you this week, which I hope you will all welcome earnestly. So before we get into the game then and see what's going to happen tonight, let's do my usual thank yous to Albo Rodeo, to Incarnate, D&D Beyond, Hero Forge, Kassoon, 5e Magic Shop, Tabletop Audio. All of those make the game so much easier for me to manage and obviously make the game more immersive. And of course, it wouldn't be Malt and Magic if we didn't give a huge shout out to BattleBards. If you want to get your own sound effects in your games, then please head over to BattleBards, use the code Malt and Magic when you register and get yourselves a nice cheeky discount. I am going to make an apology now. I am suffering slightly with the cold today, so my voice will probably be all over the shop more than usual. But still, we will soldier on. We've got the water, we've got the whiskey, we'll be fine. Please go check out the social media. That's where we post all our updates. Obviously today we are starting at 7:30 and this is hopefully the plan going forward. We will let you know as we go forward on that front. Also, if you want to catch up on the past episodes, please go check out the podcast and also go check out YouTube. If you are listening to the podcast on your podcast platform of choice and you enjoy it, please do leave a like or a review. Every little helps, as they say. There we go. Sort my voice out. Huge shout out to Tales of Tilnar as well. Another new episode, I believe, landed this weekend. So I've got 2 episodes to watch now to try and catch up. But that's a lot of fun. Please go check out Samau being the Dungeon Master extraordinaire on Tales of Tilnar. And I think that's it, really. So let's see what surprises we have in store for our players tonight. There will be adult language. There will most certainly be adult humour. You have been warned. Let's roll. Hello. How are we all doing? So, hello. Everybody, please welcome Mr. Paul Q to the stream. A very good friend of mine. We've been playing D&D for well over a year now, and Paul gladly or greatly volunteered to be our guest star for tonight. So, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's a great honour.
You are more than welcome.
Fresh blood.
You won't be saying that by the end of the stream. I can guarantee that. So last week was probably one of our most emotional and potentially biggest episodes yet, with our first full episode battle as well. Literally lasted from when we started streaming all the way to the end, and a lot happened. I suppose, yeah. Go watch the episode if you want to see the battle, but the Eladrin, the Dark Eladrin, landed in the temple ruins within the Feywild, within the sort of ruins of Feyliad. And after a very brief conversation trying to get some information about the prophecy from Ander, Kirik and Dargon, not successful, decided to throw caution to the wind and contacted his master, whoever that may be, and a new creature entered the battlefield. A new player has entered the battlefield in the form of the Infernal Knight, and so battle ensued, ensued even, and it was quite a grueling fight. There was a lot of zeros appearing and then disappearing, but eventually, after a clutch wish spell from Mr. Hornraven, the anti-magic field that had previously existed around this temple was recreated, leaving the party literally with the tools they had at hand. And yeah, so with that, the Infernal Knight saw to both Kirik and Dargon, while Theogodin, the Dark Eladrin, attempted to make off with the sword that he'd just managed to pull out of the throne prior to the anti-magic field going up. And Ander, seeing red, with full-on rage, and a lot of natural 20s. I still haven't counted the amount of natural 20s he rolled last week, but it was insane. Thank you, D&D Beyond Game Log, for confirming that as well. I should really take a screenshot of that at some point, but it was nuts. And so, in the flight of the Eladrin, as I will call it, Ethereal made his way into the temple, saw the Eladrin off, pretty much just ripped his throat out with his claws. Ander then quickly fired another couple of arrows into the Eladrin, and then, as the Infernal Knight picked up the Eladrin and attempted to carry him out, Ander carried on firing more natural 20s, brought both of them down just inside the field, and so they were able to go nowhere. Unfortunately, Kirik and Dargon, failing all of their death saving throws, were taken beyond the realm of life. And so we begin tonight's episode with Kirik and Dargon. You are both floating on your back, looking up in a river. And I described it last week, but I will describe it again. So you can feel that warmth of life slowly ebbing away as you are drawn towards a waterfall. And as you approach the waterfall, there is the smell, slight metallic smell, as you then crest over the waterfall and are taken down into another district. The water here has a stronger current, and you notice as the water drags you along that you navigate around these huge great sinkholes, and it draws you towards a whirlpool. Again, you smell that metallic type of smell, and you are taken down the whirlpool before landing in the third district. The light around you is dim light to be seen from horizon to horizon. Both of you make me perception checks, please.
First roll.
A dirty 20.
7.
A dirty 20 and a 7. Kirik, you quite obviously detect this, actually. You now realise that you are not alone in the water. Around you are the bodies of others, just laid on their back, just flowing. Every now and again you see what looks like a creature, a body, attempt to stand up and move back towards the drop that was the whirlpool. But some manage to make it so far, others fall and are drawn along in the current. But back into this third district, the light is a slightly better quality, but you also then begin to feel waves. And as you drop, you then hear the rush of a giant wave, and you can see it approaching both of you, and as it does, it washes you beyond and into this wall of mist. As you pass through the wall of mist, you find yourself in an area very similar to the first one, where you felt that warmth of life still on you, now long gone in the minutes that you have been flowing along this river. The current is stronger. There are no sinkholes, there are no waves. And then there is a voice in the darkness. Kirik. Stand
I will. I'll stand up.
You sort of feel your body, and you realise you can place your feet down, and the water itself is probably around knee height. And even though the current is stronger than the first district, it's manageable, and you find yourself able to stand against the current. You then see the hulking form of a Goliath moving towards you, as that voice again, lift him.
I'll kind of grab the back of his head and start standing him up.
Dargon, you feel a hand grab the back of your head and sort of lift you, and as it lifts you, you too find that you're able to stand against the current. And as you turn, you see your friend Kirik stood before you.
Oh, Kirik. Where the hell are we? Although I died.
Well, we are where all things come to, eventually. I'm afraid that, this might be it for us, friend.
Oh, how I thought this was a fitting end for me at one point. Kirik, I don't want to go. How the hell are we here? I thought there was just nothing afterwards.
No, there's something.
I suppose I should have asked you all these times.
I guess it remains to be seen what awaits either of us, or both of us.
What do you think happened by there? Do we have any chance of... Does Xander have any chance?
Kind of look around. I don't see him anywhere, do I?
Make me a perception check, please.
I'll look too.
In fact, make me an investigation check.
That's good.
14.
19.
There are many bodies now floating past you, many creatures of different shapes and sizes, but none appear to be under.
Well, he's not here with us. I suppose that is good news, although if he's the one that survives, I don't know how he's going to deal with that.
Yeah, he's not the most stable cake stand, is he? Well, look, this is. I don't mean to say your realm, but you know what I mean. I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on. What are we meant to do? This river felt inviting and like it was happy to take us, and it was only when you kind of sat me up that I thought, well, hang on, what are we doing here? Should we try and get back? Can we get back?
I don't know.
Will your mistress help us or let us get back?
And as that question is asked, again the voice, Kirik, turn and see me.
I'll turn around.
And as you turn around, there is that familiar cold feeling that you've felt many times before in your communion with the Raven Queen, and before you standing gargantuan, almost too grand to really comprehend, but you see the outstretched arms and the tall, upright torso and the hooded figure and that white mask of the Raven Queen.
Does only Kirik see this?
As Kirik turns and you two follow his gaze, you too see this just overwhelming form of the Raven Queen, and it is quite daunting for you, having never interacted with the Raven Queen before at all.
Yeah, so I'll be like, oh fucking hell, and I'm going to try and hide behind Kirik.
No,
Dargon the Goliath tries to shrink behind the half-orc.
There's no need. There's no need.
Are we good? Yeah?
Yeah, yes, we are.
Oh boy.
I'll start moving towards her.
As you move towards her, the form itself begins to sort of coalesce down until there is just a medium humanoid form stood in this black cloak, the only thing visible in the light, the white mask. As you approach, she holds out her arms to you.
I'll stretch my arms out as well.
And she brings you into an awkward but almost motherly hug. And then releases you and steps back. You are in the Vale now.
What do we know what happened with Ander? Is he on his way?
No. Your friend survives, at least for now. Many threads of fate entangle you all. Your journey is not yet clear. But while you are here, I have work for you.
Of course, I live to serve.
And you do so very well. A force seeks to re-enter life, to break through the veil. You must stop it.
Point me where?
You will need a guide. The veil, this realm of death, is not without its mysteries, not without its dangers. And I am powerless to help you beyond this. Seek out the old man in the hut of bones and scraps within this district. He will help you. You must get to the 6th. Only there can you face this force. Only there can you drive it back. Beyond that, well, once it is done, we shall talk some more. Take Dargon with you.
Of course.
There is one other who wanders this realm aimlessly. I think you will find him on your journey. Remember when you do that all is as it once was.
Shall be so.
Guard the veil, Kirik. Guard the veil.
I'll nod comprehensively for the first time since hearing that. And I will turn around and make my way to Dargon.
As you turn and make your way to Dargon, what you notice is that, all of the equipment that you had in life, you now still hold. You feel all connections to any magics you had, any abilities you had, and that strength which you once associated with life is also returned to you. Although here you cannot be sure whether it is life, vitality, strength, You don't know which force. Which in a non-cryptic way basically means your hit points are full and you've had a long rest.
Hey!
Does that mean aid is still up as well?
Any spells that were in effect in the previous battle will have ended.
Aid lasts for 8 hours though, so I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know you're ruling
that. That is in the material plane of life.
Absolutely, sure. That is fine.
I changed some details on here.
So I'm back to 95.
Hey, there he is.
There we go, as we sort out the hit points. The Raven Queen looks at you both and just points a direction. And what you notice is that as you sort of look around and you follow the direction, you see that it is running parallel to what appears to be a very small waterfall. Looks like it's only a few feet. And she just points off in a direction.
Dargon. Before whatever comes next, I think there might be a way of going back if that's what we want.
Sure I do. You don't?
There is a something trying to break through unnaturally.
Right.
I was tasked to prevent that from happening.
Let's go fucking do it.
Yes. We might require a guide. I was pointed towards a direction. We need to find the old man in the hut of bones and scratches. Was that what you said?
Scraps.
Scraps. Bones and scraps. Which is apparently in this direction. I point towards it.
Sure it's a charming place.
Has its charm.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go do it. I will look around and realise I've got all my stuff on me. Before I do this, Kirit, I want to hold my sword. It's probably, or hopefully, going to light up, yay or nay, in this place.
I might find out.
I grab it and pull out Timil's Wrath.
You pull out Timil's Wrath. The blade glows, but it's not that usual golden glow you are familiar with. It's almost like a muted grey glow that just beats back the dim light itself.
That's cool.
And I take it I don't feel the usual connection I do to that sword. There
is no
sentient
voice of what was Dawnbringer.
Yeah. Cool. Alright. Never wanted to say this more, but after you.
Understandable. And I'll start walking my way.
I'm going to keep a close eye behind us.
Both of you make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Spiffing.
15.
25.
Nice.
Okay. As you wander and begin to follow sort of along this parallel route to this tiny waterfall, which does just seem to stretch from horizon to horizon. You can feel the river itself, or the water around you, trying to pull you, trying to draw you deeper, but you are able to withstand it for now. And you begin to walk and splash through the river itself. You weave through the bodies of the dead as they flow from the 4th district and beyond. And seemingly for hours, days, minutes, who knows, you continue to wander. And eventually something in the dim light of the 4th district begins to stick out. A rough shape ahead in the water. As you approach, you see what appears to be a stilted hut, made quite clearly of the bones of various dead creatures, leather scraps of what could be clothes, armor, and just bolted together, put together in this bizarre hodgepodge manner. You find a rickety staircase which leads up to the centre of the hut as well. What would you like to do?
Hut of bones, you say, Garrett?
Yes, this seems to be the place.
Oh, very well. Shall I knock on the door, or shall you?
Perhaps I should do it.
On you go. I'll smack you on the back.
I'll knock. I'll knock on the door.
Okay, you walk up and you knock on the door. Paul, is there a response?
No response at first, no.
Okay. Make me a perception check, please, Kira.
Natural 20.
You hear what sounds like the shuffling of chains from beyond the door. But there is no response as you knock.
I'll say through the door. She sent us here. We were tasked to prevent a force from leaving the Vale. But we require a guide, and I believe you are marked as one.
Oh no, not again.
And with that, the door opens. As the door opens, Kirik, you notice that the hut inside is very, very bare. There's what looks like maybe some rudimentary sleeping arrangements. There's a couple of pots which look like they've been made from skulls, utensils made from bones, the odd tool maybe pilfered off a body here or there, but it is very, very simple. But what stands out is that in the centre of this hut is a single large column reaching from the floor to the ceiling. And chained to this column is a bundle wrapped in a dark cloak. As the door opens, this bundle seems to shift. Paul, would you like to describe your character to us as he stands?
Sure, so you see an old man in front of you. He is carrying a quarterstaff and walking around, hunched over, with the brightest green eyes that you've ever seen, I think. He's wearing his hair half up, half down, grey, long beard. Walking around, just really not pleased to see you, if I'm honest.
What's the race?
It's human,
Oh.
sorry. Yeah. Human, yeah. Probably, just to give you an age, rough age, he's pretty old. I'll tell you that for sure. 70.
Okay. Nice. Hello?
Oh, no. What? What is it?
My name is Kirik Gravetusk. This is Dargon the Brave.
Oh, my
We
God.
were just told that you are the right person to guide us through. We need to reach the 6th, I think.
Wait. Name again?
Kirik Gravetusk.
Okay, fine. You. Next.
Dargon. Are you all
Is that
right?
the best is that the best I can come up with? Dargon?
Yeah.
Like dragon. Oh, fuck.
Oh, do you know what? I'd never thought of that.
I actually never thought of that as well.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
I'm obviously getting lazy in my old age thinking of these stupid names. Oh, fuck.
Dargon Nalakotha at your service.
Yeah. We've done this before. I know, we've done this before. What do you want this time?
This time? Have we met you before?
I think you know. Let's just get on with it. Can't you see I'm entertaining guests? He then gestures behind him, and you see 3 empty stone seats, essentially, laid out around a table. I've just put a stew on. You just don't have time. Sorry.
Well, if perhaps if you could point us in the direction of the 6th, we could make our way. We don't mean to intrude you and your guests.
I know what I've got to do. I've got to do it again and again and again and again. What is the mission?
There is a force trying to make its way from out of the Vale, and
There always is.
I was right, but I was tasked with a specific one. I believe it's in the 6th to prevent it from happening.
Okay. The old man then goes over to his stove and checks his soup, his stew. Takes a little bite. Ugh, that tastes like shit. Do you want some?
No.
I'm not really hungry now, thank you.
And as the smell reaches your noses, it is putrid.
Kirik, are you sure?
She's usually right, but I'm starting to question a couple of things right now.
Okay, let's go. Let me just grab my things. You'll then see as the old man walks over to his pouch, grabs his pouch, grabs a few things and puts reagents and other things from the all around the hut into the pouch. And the chain that's been following him around has kind of been dragging around this whole time. It's kind of coiled up a little bit around the middle, so he's struggling to move. At which point he just shakes his leg, and you just see the chain dissipate in a green mist. Okay, maybe I can leave. Usually it tricks them.
What do you mean?
Tricks who?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you, of course. It's always you.
I believe this is the first time we've been here.
Yeah. You always say that. You always say that. Every time you say the same thing. We're not here to trick you. You've got to do the mission. And I do it every time. And I'm still bloody here.
I'll look at Dagon very confused.
The response, the facial response is also very like.
Well, perhaps we could then be on our way, maybe.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you like stay here? You don't like. You do stay in whatever this is. This isn't death, is it? What is it? Where are we?
Nah,
Kiriko.
I don't know. I've been here for a while. Oh, and every time I've got to do the same old shit. Every time. Why am I being punished like this?
Oh, well, I don't know. Surely there is perhaps a reason or a sentence saying. Sorry, I didn't quite catch your name.
Don't play dumb with me. You know my name.
Look at Dagon again. Kirik's just not used to this.
Benjamin. That it?
Nah, call me what you want. Benjamin will do.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, Kirika got it right. Look at that.
I think he's being polite. But Benjamin will do, I suppose.
Fine. Cool. Benjamin, where are we going?
Well, we've got to leave the hut first. Let's go. The old man will then turn around to his guests and say, "Don't be eating all that while I'm out." And then he'll gesture you out of the room, out of his hut. And
Dargon's just gonna like smack himself on the head a bit, like.
Can I roll an insight check while he says that?
Yep.
That's 22.
As far as you can tell, the old man, as eccentric as he is completely honest.
I'll turn to Dagon after he leaves, and I'll say, let's just... Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah.
And just walk out.
As the two of you walk out from the room, one of the stone chairs slightly.
No.
And you exit the hut and back into the water. At this point, the old man begins to walk towards the waterfall as opposed to parallel, understanding that the 6th must mean the 6th district. He seems to step quite lithely through the water, avoiding different pitfalls, avoiding rocks, avoiding bodies as they come cascading through. And then you get within about 80 or so feet of this very short waterfall before the old man stops. Old man, I need you to make me a perception check, please.
I was not prepared.
4 house guests.
Old man is not very perceptive. 7.
7. Okay. The old man looks around for a minute, shakes his head and continues moving forward. Kirik, Dargon, make me perception checks, please.
10.
Probably something extremely similar. I think there's a 10 or 11. It is a 10.
Okay. You don't notice until the last second, as the three of you approach closer to this short waterfall, a purple-robed figure launches up out of the water, shield held up, a very small warhammer in hand. Hidden behind this shield, you just hear this voice.
Stop! Hand over your weapons. They are mine now.
Benjamin, do you know what this is?
Do I know what this is, Matt?
No. This is not something even you were expecting. Dargon, make me a perception check, please, again, with advantage. Sorry, Paul, cut you off there.
It's alright, I was just doing an awful accent, don't worry.
Natural 20.
It's it now, you've got it, you've got to stick with it.
24.
You instantly
Nice.
recognise the voice as it comes from behind the shield. As the DM has a coughing fit.
What? What voice? What voice?
Wait a minute. Is that? Who's that?
These blue eyes peer over the shield and then...
Dargon,
Yeah.
Rick.
The shield lowers, and before you, bereft of his usual armour, bereft of his usual warhammer and shield, garbed in what you can only assume are stolen vestments, stolen tools, stands the blue, sapphire-scaled like dragonborn that is Vraco.
Sorry, does he look originally or like he was?
Make me an investigation check.
Yeah, because he looked different, didn't he? Investigation.
Investigation.
Natural 20 again. Oh my god,
Nice.
25.
It's happening again.
It's got the little mug as the natural 20. I love it.
Yeah, good stuff. So what you notice is that gone are the bloody fangs, gone are the blood red eyes, the dim scales. These are very much, even in this dim light, you can tell they are the vibrant sapphire blue that you are more accustomed to as the servant of Cord, Vraco.
Draco, you.
Franco, you're a lot. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Franco, how the hell are you here?
I've been here for a time.
Franco, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you remember, but what we did,
The last
we had to.
I recall. What you had to. The last I recall was entering the Isle, entering the castle. And those
What?
bastard vampires. I can only assume this is the Veil.
Haha, yeah.
Yes, I mean, you. Well, we were in the ruins, and then when we left, we saw your. What did we see? Was it like a dagger or a piece of paper? I can't remember what it was.
His satchel, I believe, or something like that.
Satchel, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we saw your satchel, and we tried to look for you. We learned, I'm afraid, a little too late that you were in the Isle. We came to your rescue, but
Yeah, Franco, we came to get you. We came to get you, mate. You were turned though. The fucking vampires turned you. And,
I know nothing of this.
I don't get it. Kirit, was that not him? What we had to fight? What we had to do? Was that not him? Oh, Vraco, it's so good to see you, mate.
Draco's looking very sceptical, very suspicious.
You're sure you're you?
Is this Vraco? Can I insight check him?
Make me an insight check.
Just while you're doing that, the old man's just going to be like, Draco, vampires? Oh my god, I dreamed some fucking crazy shit up.
22 again.
As far as you can tell, it is Vraco.
Well, Vraco, I mean, I don't understand why you're here in the Vale, but we've recently had quite a battle against the Eladrin, and I'd like to say fucked it up, but hopefully we died in vain.
Who is this? And he points to the wizard, the old man.
This is Benjamin.
Yeah, we don't really know.
Benjamin.
Yeah, we are. She sent us on a mission, and we are attempting to prevent the force to make its way back. And we want the Raven Queen.
Well, I think I will tag along.
Yes, by all
Better
means.
to be with friends.
I was just about to ask if you wanted one last run before. Well, I don't know whether we can get out of here.
I've been trying, but I cannot get beyond the mists, the waterfalls.
It's perhaps best if you don't keep trying. I mean, we are about to go and stop someone who is trying to get away.
Very well. This is your guide, you say? Lead on, old man. Lead on.
Hey, Vraco, I know you like smashing some undead, but you've quite enjoyed it out here. So to speak.
No.
Oh, fuck.
This is quite possibly the worst, scariest, maddest place I have ever been.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, good. Thanks for that. Yeah, really happy with that. As massive as a Goliath that Dargon is, he's bloody uncomfortable here.
It's with that you hear a splashing from the waterfall behind Vraco. And Vraco turns.
I point a sword at it.
As Vraco turns, you see what look like two pools of inky blackness make their way towards you. And with that, I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Matt, I was going to ask if we have object natural 20.
Say again.
Natural 1. If we have objects that recharge at dawn, are they recharged as well? Or?
So everything is reset. As if it was a long rest or a long sleep. So
18 initiative.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that. That's always a good idea.
It is indeed. So
many things here at once. Hang on.
Kira gets 18. The old man gets a 1.
Well, he gets a 3 plus 2 to his initiative, so 3.
3, nice.
Don't mean to brag, but
Actually, I got a 3. Thank you
Humble
very much.
brag.
I got 9.
Draco gets an 8. And Dargon gets a 9.
What did you get, Kirik?
18, I believe.
18. And I need to change that. 2, 6.
Okay.
And that didn't do anything. That's impressive.
I'm just going to wing that over there. So, as you hear this splashing from behind Vraco, one of these pools of inky blackness is just going to dart immediately towards Vraco. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 is going to get to there. And he's going to attempt 1 bite and 2 with these dark, shadowy claws. So the bite attack is going to be a 26 to hit. It's going to be 25 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, dear. By the way, have you got any HP for Vraco?
94.
Ooh, nice. Not anymore.
94. He's now, now down to 69. We might just not attack.
69.
Draco for the
Yay,
rest of the
woo!
fight. So we're then going to have 2 claw attacks. That's a miss. And that's a natural 1.
Hey!
So this shadowy darkness just latches onto Vraco and you hear this vermin. Kirik, you're up.
I am, aren't I? Yeah, cool. I will... seeing this creature, I will point my hand, extend my hand towards the water, just just behind it, and I'll kind of raise it, and feeling all the necrotic energy around me, I'll just raise it up, and I'll summon my spiritual weapon right behind it.
Nice. What you notice, as I just randomly zoom out of the map from my end there, is that your spiritual weapon appears much more fierce. It almost drips with this dark energy.
Nice.
And there is a ruby red shine to the hilt of this raven-like dagger.
Cool. So that'll be my bonus action, and I'll attack with it as well as bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
That's good. 8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage.
And as my action, I will then kind of transfer that energy of the impact and just send a kind of burning flame, consuming it, casting Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Dexterity saving throw from
Oh,
creature.
Kirik's in his element here, isn't he?
It is Kirik's domain. That is a 13.
That misses. So it's gonna be 3d8 plus 5. Oh, that's pretty good. 7, 13, 18, 23 points of radiant damage.
And as that radiant damage that radiant light just burns around it with that black flame-like effect that you come to attribute with Kirik, it burns hotter than you would have expected. And you said 23, didn't you?
I did say 23, yeah. Interesting.
The creature shrinks, and there is a...
Cool.
That's about as good a squeal you're going to get tonight out of my voice.
I will then move forward slightly. And I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Dargon.
I don't fucking like this place, and I will run forwards 5, 10, 15, and as I do, I just swipe down two-handed with Timiel's Wrath.
And Timiel's Wrath, burning with that ghostly greyish fire, radiant light, swings down. Roll to hit, please.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
And I will swipe again. 22 to hit.
22 will hit as well.
So I shall grab. Where the hell's that gone? Oh, sorry. Where's it gone? No idea. Fine. So. It's 28 points of slashing damage. Is it a fiend?
20%. It is not a fiend, however, as your blade strikes in and that ghostly grey light shines around it, deal the extra radiant damage, please.
Okay, boyo. On each one.
On each one.
Okay, so the first hit hits an extra 10 points of radiant damage.
Yep.
And then 12 points of radiant damage for the second hit as well.
How would you like to do this?
Holy, just
moly.
proper as I run up. It's I don't fucking like this place. Wham! Just cut through him, just proper X him.
And as you do it, you're not expecting the power to have come from Timiel's Wrath, but it does. Something somewhere feeding a different form of power into the blade as it cuts through this inky black shadow, and that shadow drops into the water and is taken with the current beyond the waterfall. And you just hear that distant wail.
Now remind me that the versatile weapon, as it is now, means that I can do it one-handed or two-handed, but I can't do the two-weapon fighting now. So it would be a bonus action to swap from sword to hand axe, if I wanted to. Yes, I haven't used my bonus action yet. So I am actually going to pull my. I am going to do that. I'm going to swap over. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to basically be ready, like pulled up the hand axe, ready to just launch it straight at this creature.
So you sheathe your sword, step forward, pull out the hand axe, waiting. As Vraco then steps up. Not today. And Vraco is going to cast a first level guiding bolt.
Nice.
As he just reaches a hand forward, or points the warhammer rather forward towards this second shadow, and that is going to be 13, which I believe will just hit. 13 is the magic number.
Oh!
So he's going to do 10 points of radiant damage, but as this bolt just lances through the dim light and strikes this creature, it burns it with that additional radiant damage. And it is not a happy bunny. Okay, so that is going to be Vraco's action. And as a bonus action, he is going to do nothing else. I'm going to leave it there for him. Okay, so then the second inky black shadow is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over to there. And it's going to attempt to attack you, Dargon. The bite is going to miss with a 12.
Parry off the sword.
The first claw, however, is a natural 20.
Ha-ho!
Sentinel.
Hello, y'all.
So that is going to be 15 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm real good at them. Good at them. Bear with while I do that. So that'll be a smack. So that fuck will happen then. That's good. Well done. So
Presets.
yeah, new computer, guys, by the way, and I just pressed the button and fuck all happened, so that was great.
That's fine. We'll work out the kinks for next week.
Anywho, so, sorry, wisdom saving throw, and I'll sort out my HP in a minute. That is it's a wonderful 2.
You are now frightened of this thing as that claw
fuck's sake.
hits you. The second claw is
That's
then going
about
to miss. So you can't willingly move closer, not that you could move closer, and any attacks against it are going to be a disadvantage. Old man, Benjamin, as you have been so generously named, what would you like to do?
The old man is going to step down behind Kirik. He's then going to reach into his pocket. He's going to kneel down. You won't see him. He won't be looking into his pocket, into his pouch. You'll just see him as though he's done it a million times. Take something out. Crouch to the floor. And a box appears. Surrounding the old man.
So fucking glad Dargon's not looking.
I love it.
Nice.
my turn.
Anything else on your turn, sir? That's your turn. Fantastic. Love it. Kirik, over to you.
I'll turn around to see where the old man is, and I'll see the box, and I'll think something very strange, and then I will then reach towards the creature, and I will attempt to save flame again. So dexterity saving throw from it.
Dexterity saving throw. Nine.
That is a fail. Less good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 13 points of radiant damage.
That black flame just roars up around it, and again there's that ear-piercing wail and scream.
Cool. And as a bonus action, I will move 5, 10, 15, and I will strike with my spiritual weapon. Set 27.
That's going to hit.
12 points of force damage.
12 points of force damage. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
I will turn back and I'll say, Benjamin, are you alright?
Okay.
You hear nothing.
Dargon, you are afraid of this thing in front of you. You don't have to move away from it. You can't move any closer. You can't move any closer anyway.
Yep.
But you can still attack it. It'll just be at disadvantage. But you are afraid of this shadowy horror. that
Does
now
it still have
stands or
guiding
floats in
bolt
front
on
of
it?
you. That's a
It
very
would have
good
done.
point.
No one's hit it unless.
Spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Spiritual weapon did.
Kirik just hit it with spiritual weapon.
I just rolled again, and it wasn't a natural 20, so
Fine.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
that one's gone. So I do now
Right.
have disadvantage against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is with the hand axe. Bonus action swap back to sword because it got closer. So I'll use that as my bonus action. And then I'll hopefully still hit with a 19.
That's going to hit.
Nice.
So I'll do the damage on that one first. So I'm doing the extra damage as well, yeah?
So give me the slashing damage first.
Slashing damage first, yes. So that is going to be... 17 points of slashing damage.
17 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, and then...
Bits of black inky substance just begin to drip and ooze from it.
16 points of radiant.
And the radiant damage then burns over it. So you said 16.
16, 1/6.
Around this creature. Again, that ear-piercing shriek.
Second attack will be... Oh, damn balls and crap and hell. There was a natural 20 in there. So the disadvantage is 17 to hit.
That will still hit.
So that is another 17 points of slashing damage. And 20 points of radiant. Max damage on radiance.
This time, even with your fear, you just stab the blade through, and as you stab the blade through, this inky black whatever it is just almost bursts, drops around the sword into the water, and is gone.
Look around for any more.
Make me a perception check, please.
That's a natural one.
So one. You see nothing.
I will use my movement to just step back 5 feet and bump into Vraco. Boom. Is it? Have they gone? Have they gone?
Okay.
Have they fucking gone? That's my go.
That's your go. At that. Out of the shadows,
Oh.
2 more creatures appear. Different this time. Almost wreathed in this shadow. They almost remind you something of Anders' style, to be honest. And as it steps up next to you, Dog, and you're no longer afraid, by the way. As the one steps up next to you, in fact, ignore me. There is only one of these, not 2. As one steps up next to you, it is going to try and stab you. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage.
It's always bad when it's a low roll on that one.
You're also going to take 11 points of necrotic damage.
There it is.
And your strength score is going to be reduced by 1.
No. No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
It is then going to do that again. For an 18 to hit.
That meets my armor class because I have no shield.
Ah, of course you don't.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I don't think I could have swapped to that, and I was doing two-handed anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
10 points necrotic.
Yeah.
And your strength score is reduced by another 1.
Yeah. Brilliant. Wonderful. Cheers.
as it just appears, and with this very shadowy short dagger just twice into you. It is then, I believe, Benjamin's go.
The box sets on fire.
Oh God.
That's my go.
The box is on fire.
We might have a situation here with Benjamin, and I'll step away from the blazing box, and I will, seeing that these creatures are similar-ish, I will attempt a sacred flame on them, on it, yeah, them, this time. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
That saves. And I will then bonus action move my spiritual weapon and strike. 24 to hit.
Will hit.
8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage. Punch you in.
And that will be my go. Action, bonus action. Yep, done.
Okay. Draco is going to jump up at this point. And if I've slightly skewed up the initiative order there, it's because I had to jump from one encounter to the next because I was a knob and forgot to combine the two. Blame me, yes. Anyway. I think I've got it just about right. Draco is going to cast another Guiding Bolts.
Guiding bolt.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy crap!
That is a lot of radiant damage.
Explode that motherfucker!
That was disappointing, actually. 23 points of radiant damage as Vraco just reaches out again and this bolt just... should that be a disadvantage?
Oh, because melee, yeah.
So, we'll roll that again. Well, it's still going to hit, but it will not be a natural 20, so we're going to do that again. So it will be... Didn't even make much difference, to be honest. It's 18 points of radiant damage.
If it had rolled that time on the advantage, that would have been good.
Which is also going to be doubled as this golden flame just... around... in fact, it's not golden flame for Vraco, it's a blue flame that sort of envelops this creature for... that much radiant damage. And again, this sort of black shadowy substance begins to drip as this creature is now bloodied, and the next attack gets advantage. Dargon.
Nice.
Is it... we're back in good initiative order. It is definitely my go.
That was definitely your go. I've
Okay,
just
cool.
recreated the initiative order as I remember it.
Right, sorry, yeah, fine.
Sorry, it's on the screen in front of me. What a knob.
That's fine, I'm happy to go, yes. Good to be fighting beside you again, old friend. Yeah, tried and true, tested. Let's do it again, so hit him. This is with advantage.
It is with advantage.
That is... Ooh, so that's that one. Because I now have a different fucking modifier. That is now 18 to hit.
18 will still hit.
Okay. So, slashing damage is Also fucking different. 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points of slashing damage.
And also 12 points of radiant damage. If I'm doing the extra damage.
You are?
Okay, good. That was an assumption there.
How would you like to do this one?
Go! Cool!
Hey,
yeah,
go.
do you know what? After being stabbed by it, I'm going to sweep underneath with the sword, sort of take its legs out, swing the sword upside down, and then slam it through him. That he's on and he's prone.
Nice. Cool. So you take the legs out, bring it down, poof, and again, as you stab down, the creature's form just dissipates around, is taken by the river and is gone, and we are out of combat.
I don't know what happened with Benjamin. He's just turned into a box and is now on fire. So I'm not quite sure if he can hear. Benjamin, can you hear us?
All of a sudden, you see the box and the flame just turn to ash in a cube or a square, and as it floats down the river, and Benjamin just jumps up and goes, "Good show, boys."
That's
That
it's a cool trick. Thanks ever so much for helping us.
Well, we all know if I die, you can't exist. So, I stay in the box. You kill him. Happy days.
Yeah, he's got a fair point there, Kirit.
does he?
This one is strange.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Don't ask about his stew,
Yeah.
and don't have any food he offers to you.
Very well.
How's everybody looking? So Vraco is then going to... What's Vraco going to do?
Hey, that's
Double
That-
clerics.
Double clerics. Double clerics.
Oh my goodness.
that last one
Vraco's
hurt
going to
me
cast
some.
Mass Healing Word, sorry. Oh, that was really piss poor. That was 6 points of damage, 6 points of healing to everyone.
It almost was damage.
6 points of health to everyone. Roll a 1 on the die.
Ah, damn.
As I guess as the old man feels that wash over him, he's just going to go, "I didn't know I knew that one."
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Well. Carry on, Kirik.
I'm just mostly confused.
Aren't we all?
Benjamin? Do you know Vraco, or have you not met before?
I mean, I've not met before now, but I mean, you're all up here.
Can someone
Vraco's
get me
going
out
to
of here,
lean into
please?
Dargon.
Is this one alright in the head, or do we need to leave him?
Jesus, Vraco.
He's very much not alright, and no, we can't leave him.
I will keep an eye on him.
I'm going to keep 2 of them.
You notice that within Vraco's demeanour there is a lack of empathy that was there before. A lack of forgiveness, almost.
We need to get you out of here, friend. We need to get out of here. All of us. Let's go do this.
God be willing. Lead on, old man.
Will I just shut up? Let's go.
Okay. And the old man, Benjamin, leads you forward and steps up to the waterfall. And as he steps up to the waterfall, you notice that in the air his hand traces a mark And as his hand traces this symbol, it lights up with this sort of ghostly green flame. And as he completes it, he speaks a word. And I'm just checking. Kirik, you would recognise this word. Or at least you recognise the language.
Which is...
that is being used. Abyssal.
Oh yeah, I speak that.
No shit.
Completely forgot about that.
And as the old man speaks the word, the waterfall itself parts. And there is this incredibly dark, black bridge which extends out through the waterfall and beyond. It's about 10 feet wide, but it has no sides and just leads on.
I trust that we are making our way through here.
Yeah. You lead the way. As you know, I go at the back.
You're going in the middle, mate. I ain't leaving you behind there. They crept up on us.
Well, whatever, it doesn't make a difference anyway.
Kirik, thanks for offering to go first.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first.
Okay. As you step forward beyond this waterfall, you actually notice that despite it appearing short, it is much higher and much stronger than it first appeared. And as you now look over the sides very precariously of this 10-foot wide bridge, you notice that the water below you seems very, very deep, and the current is incredibly strong. It is rushing. But you also notice that it almost warps reality around it, and your eyes, your brain can't quite comprehend the effects that begin to stir up as you begin crossing this bridge. And we are going to take a short break.
Dun dun dun.
Heyo, welcome back.
Hello.
So, before we get back into it, there are a lot of new people in the chat tonight, so I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to you all for joining us.
Yes,
it seems
hello.
Our special guest tonight brought some friends with him, and we are more than happy to see you all. So, welcome all. We hope you stick around for the rest of the show. Hope you go check out some of the old episodes as well. Yeah. Shall we return to our journey through the Vale of Death?
Yeah, get me out of here, get me out of here.
So, I'm going to have to ignore the chat now as there's some very funny comments coming through. And let's go back to our game. So, you have just passed beyond the 4th gate into the 5th precinct of death. As I said, there is this long black bridge which just extends out, having seemingly been created by the old man's spell cast using the abyssal language, which Kirik recognised as the abyssal language, though not quite what the spell was doing or what it was aiming to do. And you are now in the 5th precinct. And what you notice is that as you cross this bridge, it is not an easy task. It is quite slippery underfoot, almost wet, and you knowingly walk across this thinking, if I fall off this, I am gone. I'm done. That is it. I'm in the water. There's no coming back from that. So you continue to walk across. Does anybody want to say anything as we cross the bridge?
Yeah, I'll actually kind of sound off to Benjamin, and I'll say, so, how long have you been here, or is time difficult to figure out?
Well, I was just but a boy when I arrived. Well, I say boy. A young man. Strapping I was.
Oh, I see. And you were put in charge of that house you live in, or?
I built it. It's my hut. I sit there with all my friends, and then you come and join me. More of my friends to go again on adventures and adventures.
I see. Yeah, you seem to say that we've met before. I'm having a hard time. Is it that you mean adventurers in general, or us in particular?
Well, you always appear different every time, but you're always with me.
I see. Yes. Well, I'm happy you could join us every time.
As is probably the right word. So,
That's like,
where did I dream you up from this time?
Well, we were in an island the last we knew.
Ah, an island. Know it well.
When you say dream, what do you mean by it?
Every time you try and get me like this. Every time you try and fool me. Not this time. You know what I mean. You know what you're here to do.
Yeah, yes, that's true. I apologize. Let's continue
Anyway,
walking.
let's be going.
and as the conversation tails off and you make your way forwards, Kirik, make me a perception check, please.
I shall do. 22.
And you begin to, sort of as the voices trail off, you hear a strange sound, sort of
I'll look kind of to the side, see if there's anything.
you look around. What was your perception check again, please?
That was 22. That's what it was.
22. You feel like you may have seen something maybe loop under the bridge. But you can't be 100% certain.
I think there's something under the bridge.
What is it? What did you see? What is it? What is it? Where is it?
I can hear something, but I can't see anything, and I think I saw a shadow move under the bridge, but I can't be sure.
Bugger off, you evil little cockroach.
Are you continuing forward?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm just gonna stop everyone, and I'll reach down to kind of the. Is it boards we're walking on, or is it just
It's stone.
so it wouldn't work. Okay. Yeah, I'll just have my. I'll just keep an eye out, see if the warhammer kicks off. Yeah, and just tell everyone, just pay extra attention.
I will pull out my shield and I will then stand next to Benjamin, so that I can potentially protect him if I need to.
Okay. Kira, could you take an extra few steps forward? You hear that sound again, and this time this huge, many-limbed, skittering creature just loops itself around the stone bridge in front of you as the warhammer is active in your hand and sort of jumps forward. And yet again, everyone please roll initiative.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Here we go.
Wow.
What'd you get?
Well, one of them was a natural 1, the other one was a natural 7, so that's 8.
Nice. So
What
Kira gets an 8.
is that?
Benjamin
7.
7. Dargon
22. No, I can't be
22.
22. Can't be 22. I've only got initiative. 21, sorry.
21. Jesus. Draco got a 2.
Oh, blimey.
That looks nightmarish. Matt.
Yeah. So as it loops around, and you can see it sort of clinging around, its form is bigger than the width of the bridge itself, but it is looped around and sort of clutching on and climbed on. It is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to there. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please, Kirik.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Like, that's 27.
27. So you feel this presence come off the creature, and it almost binds your limbs in place. But somehow you just sort of, no thank you, and shrug through it as you withstand whatever force that was. It is then going to try and bite you. For a 28 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is going to be 26 points of piercing damage.
26, you said.
Yep. It's then going to use a claw attack against you, and that was a natural 20.
I will sentinel that. But it does hit.
20 points of slashing damage. It's going to use the claws again. And this time, with a 13, it's going to miss.
It is, yes. Did enough damage, though.
Cool. Dargon.
That's half my health.
Oh no!
I'm on 49.
Yeah. So, okay, that wasn't really what I was expecting. So yeah, I'd moved myself back to where the Benjamin is, because I thought I was going to be protecting him. So I do have my shield out. I'm going to go and run forwards and stand next to Kirik. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will attack one-handed with my sword. So I need to roll that dice. That helps. 29 to hit.
29 is going to hit.
So that is so.
If a 29 ever doesn't hit, panic.
Yeah. I could have just said 18 plus stuff and that would have been fine, but 9 points of slashing damage, and am I doing any radiant damage?
Yes.
Okay. So that is 18 points of radiant damage.
18 points. So what was the slashing damage, sorry?
9.
9 points of slashing damage. And 18 points of radiant damage. And you just hear this. As this ghostly flame again just radiates over it as you slice down.
Cool.
Again?
I'll hit again. For a natural 1, so I miss.
And this time, as you swing down, it sort of lowers its head, and your blade just catches against this almost bony-like carapace around the outside of it. Kirik.
Me?
I'll also just check what my bonus actions are.
Sorry, yeah, if you want to do a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm just going to bonus action second wind. So you crack on with that and I'll roll.
Cool. Okay, Kirik, over to you.
When I had to do my wisdom save, did I feel like that was something the creature was actively doing towards me, or
Felt like it was an aura coming off the creature, but it was certainly targeted towards you.
that's what I feared? Okay, I'm gonna move back, not disengaging. Just have to trust. So 15 feet back.
Attack of opportunity. Gonna make a claw attack for a 19 to hit.
Misses. My AC is 20.
So this claw just king into the stone as you sort of roll backwards and dash back towards where the old man now stands.
And at this point, I will grab onto my holy symbol, and there's going to be kind of these. It's almost like my shield's my holy symbol, so you'll see like the wings of the ravens on the wings is almost going to like expand, and just kind of to each one of you, or any number of creatures within range, like all 4 of us will have these kind of like spectral raven wings on our backs. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. So
Just gonna give everybody a quick grey outline for that.
So for the next minute, we all have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and we regain maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Oh!
Nice.
Also, advantage on wisdom saving throws for Dargon is clutch.
Yep. I thought in the Land of the Dead that might be a useful spell.
Why, possibly. Anything else in your turn, Kirik?
That was my action. I gain maximum hit points, so I'm definitely going to use my second wind
Do indeed.
to just gain 11 hit points.
Nice.
Cool. And that's it.
So you see Kirik sort of roll back, stand up with his shield, as the shield itself almost looks like the wings extend, and you all feel these now spectral ghostly wings behind you, and feel a resolve within yourselves. As Kirik then just takes a shuddering breath, steels himself, and his eyes look back up to meet this creature once more. Benjamin the old man. Over to you, sir.
So Benjamin reaches into his pocket, again in the same fashion without looking. He then closes his eyes and presses his hand against his forehead as if completely tired of this. And all of a sudden you see and hear some rocks crumble away beneath one of the feet of the enemy that we're attacking. But nothing actually happens. You just hear some rocks crumbling, and that's it.
What?
Okay, is there anything you're specifically trying to do with that?
Nope. Next turn there will be.
That's cool. I think I know what you're trying to do, so that's fine. Okay, in which case it goes
So
then
exciting.
over to Draco,
No
who
idea
has
what's
got a
happening.
decision to make now. Because I was going to do something else with Draco, but now Kirik has done that. I'm tempted. Yeah, let's do that instead. Draco is going to use a 4th level Prayer of Healing.
Oh,
That takes 10 minutes to
So-
cast.
It does take 10 minutes to cast, ignore me. He's not going to do a Prayer of Healing, he's instead going to use his bonus action to do a Mass Healing Word
hey, there we go.
at
Nice.
4th level.
Okay.
So that will be 13 points of health to everyone.
13 heal.
1-3, yeah.
13 points of health to everyone. So Braco's back up to 88.
I'm on
Kirik.
73 now
Lovely.
because of my.
Yes, of course, your second wind as well.
Yep.
Healing in death. How ironic.
And then he is going to speak a word in Celestial. And as he utters this word, just this blue light just emanates from him towards the creature as he clutches, and you now notice it, there is this chain around his neck and a very crudely fashioned lightning bolt out of it, and he clutches that as he speaks this word, and this bluish beam of energy just shoots out towards this creature as he casts the cantrip Word of Radiance.
Oh, nice.
So that is going to be a con saving throw, I believe, if I got that right. A constitution saving throw, which was not good from the creature. That was an 8. So it's going to take 13 points of radiant damage, but again, as this radiant energy just washes over it, it does a lot more damage than we were previously expecting. Cool. That is Vraco's go. The creature is then going to focus its attention on you, Dargon. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
With advantage. I mean, oh, come on.
Natural 20, natural 20.
Oh shit, sorry. I was trying to work out where the other one went and it was cocked on the other one. So that is all of a 10.
With
That's right.
advantage.
Yeah, rolled a 6 and a 10 and I have a 0 as a modifier.
Oh dear.
You are now paralysed until the end of your next
Oh
turn.
no. And he has like
Yeah, shit.
3 attacks.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, gets advantage on the attacks, and any attacks that hit are now criticals.
Yeah.
So, rolling with advantage on the bite for 30 to hit.
Yes.
That is going to be 70 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
2 claw attacks coming in with advantage. 21.
Yep.
First one's going to hit. 42 points of slashing damage.
So just out of interest, you can't do any reactions or anything with this?
When you're paralysed,
Yeah, just to use Stone's
you
Endurance.
can't move or speak. Is incapacitated. So does incapacitated stop you from taking reactions?
I think incapacitated is just...
Yeah, it can't take
Can't take actions or
take
reactions.
Yeah,
Yes,
fine.
it does.
Fine. Okay.
So,
yeah.
you are buggered.
So that was
And the
42.
third attack, 42.
Yeah.
The third
Yeah.
attack,
Ah.
28 to hit.
Yeah.
43 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
As this claw just punches through the back of Dargon and
Oh,
impales Dargon to the floor. So Dargon, make me a death saving throw, please, with advantage.
Jesus, we are already dead.
Sorry, hang on a minute. Just got to put myself onto that. Right. Already on my go then. Wow. Yeah.
With advantage, remember?
Hey! Oh, with advantage, but it was a 12 anyway, so we're good, and a 19. Oh, that would have been so good if it was a 20. Yeah, no. So yes, a
So you
success.
succeed on one death saving throw.
Well, that's better than last week. Already.
Kirik,
Yeah. It is me, isn't it?
mm-hmm.
What's best? What's best? I'm gonna try it. I will reach out to. I'll extend my hand towards Dargon, and I'll just kind of push my own energy towards him as I will cast 5th level life transference.
Oh, you crazy mofo.
I know, it's pretty crazy. So 68 damage to me. Oh, 2, 4, 5. That's really bad. Oh, D8, I'm rolling D6s, that's why. 1, 2, where's my other D8? Yeah, 8, 10, 13, 21, 25, 29. So I'm going to take 29 points of damage. You're going to gain 58.
58.
Nice.
Um,
Did not
I
get
do, however.
max healing regardless from that. I'm assuming that was max healing.
I had to check with this spell, but like technically he's not getting healing, he's getting like double the damage on me, so yeah. So technically it doesn't get maximum on this in this case.
Okay.
So 29 damage
I'll
to me,
leave
which
that for you.
means I actually need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, constitution. Concentrate.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good. Okay, although 29, half of 29 is
15 or 16.
16.
I-
no, 15.
I rolled
sorry.
I rolled 16.
So you
That's
got
right, 29. Yeah, you're good because it was 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, that
Good,
was
good.
close.
That was close.
Oh.
Yep. So Dagon is up. And bonus action, I don't have anything that I can do currently because I've used my spell and my spiritual weapon's not out. So, yep, that's my turn.
Okay, old man.
Cool. So 2 in 1. Can the old man tell whether this creature is male or female?
Make me a nature check with advantage, please, having spent some time in this realm.
Okay. 23.
Oh,
You know that this is a female of this creature, and you would also recognise it as what is whispered to be known as a skittering horror.
Okay. Sorry, let me just have a quick think.
That's okay.
The fact that it's changed it very slightly.
slightly concerned that it's messing us up a little bit. Am I still paralysed?
It was the end of your next turn, so no.
So, again, the old man's going to reach into his pocket, close his eyes again, reach his hand, now both hands, to his forehead, and throw them down to his sides. And where the rocks were falling, well, this is what he sees in his head, at least. He sees a claw of another skittering horror reach up and appear behind the other skittering horror. Yeah, that's essentially it. And then it will roar towards the skittering horror in front.
Okay, so you are creating...
Yep, so, just to tell you what I'm doing, so I am creating a... It'll need to make a wisdom saving throw. So now it's a phantasmal killer.
Oh, nice.
Oh dear.
Gets a 7
This has got some
on the
tricks.
wisdom saving throw.
That's it, really. That's all I can do. I believe.
So it now just sees another skittering horror behind it, but we don't see it, right? We don't see anything.
You don't see anything. Only
guys don't see
the creature
anything.
itself sees it. And it
That's
roars
good to know.
as well.
That's very cool.
So one thing I will say, so it did fail. So first of all,
Yep.
so it does need to take some damage. Just bear with me. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm casting it at 5th level. So that's 32 points of damage.
Holy crap.
What type of
That's
damage?
psychic damage. Psychic damage, that is.
32 points of psychic damage, and you can just see it sort of wince, pulls the claw out of where it was in Dargon, and
Cheers.
now turn. You can see its head is turning, looking at something behind it. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. I think.
So I'm actually going to put...
Nice.
Going to put it upside down as well.
Made
I
a
can't
slight
type
mistake
shit
there,
today.
but it's fine.
What was your slight mistake? You've got time?
Put it too close.
You can decide where you want it.
I'll move it back a little bit. I can do.
Done it there?
Just enough that it has to make a movement and pull it away from.
Say again?
And just so it has to make a movement and pull it away from Dargon if it decides to attack
Yep.
that particular creature.
No worries.
Ah, nice.
So Reiko, having seen Dargon go down, is going to use his bonus action and from a small bag at his waist takes out what looks like a piece of skin stretched very thin with writing on it, and he just holds his holy symbol and is going to cast Shield of Faith.
Nice.
Going to cast Shield of Faith. You're going to get a +2 to your AC, Dargon.
Beautiful.
Very good. Very good.
And then as an action, another Word of Radiance. Ooh, I think that may have saved that time. Yes, saves with a 19. So this time as the word speaks out, it just ignores Vraco totally. And it is then going to move away from Dargon. 5, 10. Dargon, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
But you are still prone, so that will be a disadvantage.
Cool. Still give it a whirl. I have my shield out, and so it's one-handed. It's fine. But still a 22 to 21 to hit because my.
Yep, that'll hit.
Bless you.
It's the loudest bottle of ever.
Gotta get it back up to my actions. There we go. So that is 12 points of slashing damage. And I'm doing the radiant damage.
Yep.
Oh, rubbish. 6 points of radiance.
Cool.
12 and 6.
You just about managed to catch it on the back end, and as you do catch it on the back end, this weird reddish purple blood begins to seep out of the back of this creature as it is now bloodied.
Whew.
It is then going to try and use its presence on the phantasm. So the illusion needs to make a wisdom saving throw and is gonna instantly succeed.
I guess so.
So
Again, reading this.
because if I try to interact with this, what happens?
Yeah, that's a long spell to read.
It's frightened of it.
Oh, so he can't get close?
It is frightened, so wouldn't have got closer. I will keep the damage there, just because this is us trying to work out a few spells. It is turning and it's sort of wincing away. It is going to skip a turn, not being sure what to do.
Nice. Nice.
Does it take
very,
that psychic
very
damage again each
Needs
round?
to make another wisdom saving throw. And gets a 7 again. So roll that psychic
my
damage, please.
Goodness.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
22.
22 points of psychic damage. As it just... seemingly frightened of something. Dargon, over to you.
I will stand up with half my movement.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing on this creature, no advantage, no disadvantage, just hit it. Yeah.
Just hit it.
Okie dokie. So I shall go for the first swing, and that will be a... Which one's that one? That is a 17 to hit.
17 is the magic number.
Oh, that
I've
was
just read
close.
this creature's character sheet. It is immune to fear. So we'll say it was just confused.
Yeah.
And still would have taken the damage.
Yep. Yes, I'm rolling that. I've still got my shield out, so I'm using that one. So that is a rubbish 9 points of slashing damage. And 8 points of radiant.
So 9 points of slashing.
Yeah.
And a significant bump in radiant damage. As, yeah, this thing is now starting to bleed all over the stone bridge.
And that is a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Oh god, 9 points of slashing damage again. Hate rolling d8. I like my d10s now. And 9 points of radiant damage.
Amazing.
9 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Bump.
And fuck it. As a bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Light on myself.
Don't
Cool.
roll.
Oh, it's cool. It was a 6 anyway. Hey.
Okay.
But thank you for the reminder if it was anything else. So yeah,
No
nice.
worries.
I only use one die, but
Okay.
I will stick to using one die.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn? I think that's it for
Action
you now,
bonus
isn't
action, and I am not moving away from this creature.
it? Kirik Gravetusk.
Heal.
Yeah, as my action, seeing that the creature is quite confused, I will almost like borrow the energy from Timael's Wrath and just shoot the radiant energy towards the creature and cast Sacred Flame. That's the one.
That was a brain fart if I've ever seen one before.
Yeah. I have 2 cantrips to do
Con
damage.
save,
So.
yeah.
Dex save.
Dex save.
Yeah.
That was very close to being a natural 1, but it is a 7 for a 10.
That fails.
Yeah.
So 3d8 plus 5 damage. 9, 14, 19 points of radiant damage.
As this, you nick the energy from Timael's Wrath, and it just over this creature. It just burns and burns and burns, and the creature just squeals in that sort of bug-like, very high-pitched squeal, and then you notice that the legs just let go of the stone bridge and into the water. Gone. And we are out of combat once again.
Kind of look towards Benjamin. I'll say, did you do something to it? It seemed quite. I seem confused. That's all.
I just got another one of you to help me out.
Oh. I see. Well, thank you. Doggone, how are you feeling? You took quite the hit there.
Yeah. Don't know what the fuck got me up. But yeah, that hurt. A lot. I was kind of worried. I was wondering, where the fuck do you go if you die here? I'm doing alright.
It's a good
Thanks.
question, actually.
So, yeah, cheers.
Draco will walk up, touch Dog on the shoulder. 2nd level cure wounds. So you are going to get
Is it still up?
maths.
Last minute, so if it's quick.
Yeah, literally just dashes straight up. That's going to be 21 points of healing.
Ooh, very nice.
I'll do the same to myself. I'll cast the 2nd level cure wounds.
Nice. Vraco is then going to turn to you all.
Might I suggest we get off this bridge?
Sounds good. Sounds very good.
You don't need to tell me
Old
twice.
man, which way?
I suppose there's only one way to go. The opposite of the one we came from. You were out of shot.
I was pointing out a shot. Oh, what a fool. So I'll point, obviously, the way forward. As he does that, and Vraco is passing by the old man, some rocks begin to crumble just in front of Vraco, and the old man just gives him a quick nudge towards a square, towards the where the rocks are crumbling, and the rocks crumble and fall away, and the bridge seems to just fall down, and there'll be a massive hole in the bridge.
Okay. Vraco is going to make a very quick dexterity saving throw.
Do we see this?
Yeah, everybody sees
There
this.
is a scrabble. You hear rocks fall, and you see Vraco sort of stumble for a minute and falls off the edge, but the claws dig into the stone, and he has held himself there. Rolled a 15 on the dice, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that was...
And he's just there, and he then pulls himself up.
What in God's name are you doing?
The old man's just gonna be like...
What just happened?
He pushed me.
What?
If he does so again, I will remove his head from his body.
Listen here, old man. Apparently we need your help. But I don't mind kicking you off this bridge if I have to. Are you here to help us or not?
I'm here to help myself, just like every time. Let's go.
And he
Ooh,
gestures
yeah,
over towards the front.
Inside check that. That was ominous. 23. What do you mean?
Do I
Are you
have to
trying to deceive them?
No. I am looking after myself. I'm here to...
So it's just pure honesty.
Yeah. No.
All right. We'll keep walking. I'll go in front, but kind of keeping an eerie eye.
And Vraco is clutching the warhammer very close to him. And you continue across the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I need everybody to make me dexterity checks, please.
Checks. Well, it doesn't matter. 12.
It's just a straight dex check.
Oh, yeah, I rolled the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. I suppose it's the same, isn't it?
7?
7. So as you all walk across the bridge and you step onto the place where the creature had been bleeding, you all slip a little bit. Dargon, you slip, land on your backside and begin skidding. Make me a dexterity saving throw now.
Ah, shite.
Oh.
And if anybody wants to reach and try and grab him, make me an acrobatics check or an athletics check.
Yeah. I'm right at the front, so I don't know if I would be able to catch
Vraco's
him.
going to do it.
Cool.
Too far back. It's an 8. Dexterity saving throw was
13.
13. As you slip, you begin to head towards the edge. Right at the last minute, you just turn, using Timiel's Wrath just to hold yourself on the bridge.
Shit.
Yeah.
Draco then walks over and sort of pulls you on.
Mind your step, old friend.
Was it you? Did you push me? I was to say, looking at the old man.
I think this time it is just your rather large feet on slippery blood.
Yeah, probably
How
right.
much of a
Let's get off this bloody
burden
bridge, as you
this
said.
old fool is.
I think that is our way. And now, as Draco points, you can see that there is a water climb at the end of this bridge. Whereas usually the water would fall, water itself is flowing upwards. And the bridge seemingly walks straight towards it. And you all continue on. Anything anybody wishes to do?
No, I kind of continue on and see if there's anything up the water climb or something, or if the bridge seems to go through the water or something.
So as you sort of try and make head or tail, it just looks like the water continues on and on and on. But again, the old man steps forward, and as you approach this water climb, sketches a symbol, speaks a word and a spell in Abyssal. And again, you understand the language, but you don't quite comprehend the spell. And you notice that the water sort of collects the four of you, and you are slowly lifted up and up and up. And then you are thrown. You are all totally baffled. Well, 3 of you are totally baffled by this notion of water flowing up. Water should always flow down. You've never seen water flowing before. The old man seems totally unfazed. And in fact, as the 4 of you are thrown, 3 of you land sort of flat, prone, in this large, shallow pool where the old man nimbly uses his quarterstaff and sort of manages to land on his feet. As you enter this shallow pool, there is no current here at all. The water is still. However, at the edges of your view, you notice shapes moving in the dim twilight. You are now in the 6th district, and it is at this point that the old man would probably pause and let you know that.
On the way, I'm going to drink a potion of healing, by the way. A superior one. Last one, it's gone.
Okay.
Just while the old man's not confused about the water going up, he is slightly confused about his colleagues or the other members of his party falling over at the top of the waterfall.
Thank you. Do you know, well, where to go from here? Have you got any information that we do not possess at the moment? Or
It seems I have all the information that you don't possess.
that is also true and very helpful.
Like, what are we trying to stop from getting out? You know that? Is it going to be obvious? Is it you?
Do I know that?
Make me a straight intelligence check, please.
Uh, 20. Unnatural, of course.
Yes, you know that it's not going to be you. You have been here for a time. Why would it be you?
Okay, I'll convey that to the rest of the others. disgruntled, of course. But I don't think I'll reveal anything about necessarily who it is that we're trying to look for here.
Well, that's at least it's good it's not you. I suppose I'd hate to. You've been a good guide so far, so.
Thank you.
Looking around, do we see? You said we saw like these figures around the pool. Do you see anything else?
Make me a perception check, please.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Difficult for you to really detect anything in this very shallow pool. Light still very dim. The water barely coming up to you, sort of your shins at this point.
Sorry, I assume that Shield of Faith is buggered off.
Shield of
believe
Faith
lasts-
will have
lasts a
lasted
minute, I think.
for... I think it's a minute.
It's fine. Just want to take
10
it on.
Maybe
minutes.
10 minutes.
But I will say, for the sake of it, it's,
Yeah, it's gone.
it's gone.
That's cool.
I'm going to try something really silly. Not being able to see much. And just because I'm just genuinely curious about what would happen, I'm just going to throw out an Eyes of the Grave.
Blinded.
As you throw out an Eyes of the Grave, all of those figures that are at the periphery of your vision are just like beacons now, as they light up around you.
Good.
And you can see various different shapes. But now you notice that they all seem to be keeping a distance. And as your head scans around, you then see a shape, a figure, moving towards you slowly, outlined in this black fire from your Eyes of the Grave. Shield in one hand, sword in the other, stepping slowly towards you. And the warhammer twitches in your hand.
I think we found whoever it is.
I'm
And I'll
gonna
point towards the creature.
I'm going to put my shield away and hold Timael's Wrath in both hands. Let's get this over with.
And as it steps up from the edge, 5, 10, 15, it bangs the sword on its shield.
Is it like in
There's a
full
roar.
plate? Or do we... Can
Full
we see,
plate.
like...
Full plate armor and shield. And let's roll some initiative.
15.
8 for the old man.
8 for the old man.
Yep.
15 for Kirik. Dargon?
18.
18 for Dargon.
Nice.
And for Eiko. Gets a 3.
Oh.
Oh. The creature is up first. As that warhammer twitches in your hand, Kirik, it just 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 steps up slowly, not seemingly in any hurry. As it steps up forward, however, it reaches forward, and from the blade that it holds, this magical ball of fire just
Oh.
flies towards the center of the group here. So that's going to be 20-foot radius sphere centered from there. So 10, 15, 20. That's going to catch everyone. So I need dexterity saving throws from everyone, please.
That's bad.
13. Bad. 10.
Oh,
13.
good.
10.
Good.
Natural 20 plus 2.
20.
Steps out of it.
Draco gets a 9. Oh man. So as this bolt flies out. Okay. So
That's gonna hurt.
it's gonna be 45
Oh,
points
Jesus.
of fire damage.
Wow.
Are we all on?
But Benjamin's gonna take like
Benjamin is gonna take
a fourth of that.
23 points of fire damage.
He rolled a natural 20 though.
Natural 20, yeah, so that's going to be that's going to be halved of that as well, so it's going to be 12 points of fire damage.
Oh, nice.
So,
As the old man,
48.
with a seeming
Dead.
nimbly effect, just literally sidesteps out of the way.
I'm on 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Not great.
I've
I've seen
that's its
better days.
turn.
Good.
Dargon.
Ow. Ah, shit. That's annoying. Because I can't use a hand axe if I'm also holding Timiel's Wrath. So I'm going to hold. No, well, okay, so I'm going to move my move forward, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to hold my action until this knight, or whatever creature thing it is, gets near me. Hold my action for 2 swipes. 2 swipes.
Okay. So you are holding your action for when it gets near to you.
Yep.
Kirik.
Cool. Right. Hopefully this is going to work. After feeling that and sensing that this is going to be a very tough fight, I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. I will kind of, from behind Dargon, I'll reach towards the hilt of Timael's Wrath, and I'll just look at Dargon and say, let her guide your strikes. And there's just going to be a black light that surrounds the shade of Timael's Wrath. I cast Holy Weapon.
Yeah, you are.
So Kirik is currently giving Dargon a reach around with a black light.
Yep.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
What do I roll in addition?
Good question. So emits light, which doesn't matter because I already did. It's going to be an extra 2d8 radiant damage.
2d8. Lovely.
Yeah, that's it. It's basically a smite.
Just 2d8. Fine.
Yep.
So one of them, and it will be with that. Okay.
So I've moved 5, 10, 15, 12, 20. I'm going to move... Yeah, I'm going to move 10 feet down. Yep.
Someone give me advantage on this fucking attack.
Okay. Anything else in your turn, Kirik?
I wish there was. I will just use my bonus action to harness divine power, so I'm gonna gain a 2nd level spell slot, and that's it.
Okay. Pardon me. Old man. Benjamin.
Oldman.
Oldman, yeah. Oldman is going to step forward to... I've not actually looked at my walking speed yet. No, he isn't. He's not a fool.
He's got high intelligence.
Yeah.
Better than all of us, to be honest.
Knowing what that's going to do, he's still going to step there into the middle of everybody.
Okay.
What he's going to do this time is you're going to hear him mutter into himself. And produce a wand, wave it around in a pattern, and he'll then split into duplicates of himself.
Nice.
Nice.
How many?
It'll be... Yeah, I'm just deciding. Let's say 4. I believe I can do it. An extra 1 per... Let's say 3.
Okay. So these 3 additional Oldmans appear.
Yeah.
3 additional Garys.
Many old men. Yeah.
Many Oldmans. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it from me.
Okay. Vraco is then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he is then going to attempt I've got the other one left. A 5th level hold monster.
Oh, boyo!
Bothrid just runs up, and you can
Vraco.
see him grasp onto. Yeah, Vraco. That's my ill brain going. Vraco runs up and grasps onto the warhammer, which is itself a straight piece of iron and a sort of mangled iron, and he is then going to attempt to cast this spell. Reaches out as this power just blasts out towards the creature, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Rolled a 2 and a natural 20.
And it's got advantage against it, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's got advantage on that, so that's a 29. So unfortunately not held by Vraco's hold magic spell. However, then as a bonus action, Vraco's going to do sweet fuck all. That's going to be Vraco's go. So tried, but failed.
That would have been good. Never mind.
And you see as this blast of energy reaches forward towards this creature, just steps forward slowly, and just sort of washes over. It's going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20.
And my hold action.
Go for it.
Okay. So my hold action includes both swipes, because it is part of my action, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, first attack. It's a 21 to hit.
21 will just hit.
Oh, shitting hell.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Right. On that note, it's going to be... 15 points of slashing damage.
15 points of slashing.
Uh, 19 points of radiant damage.
19 points of radiant.
And then the second
time-
attack. Yep.
Doesn't seem to have any increased effect.
Okay. Second attack is 27 to hit. Thank God.
That's definitely going to hit.
So, that is another, exactly the same as what it was before. 15 points of slashing damage. God, math
15
today.
points slashing damage.
And 9, 17, 22 points of radiant damage.
Bear with me just a second.
Alright.
22 points of radiant damage, you say?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? That's it, isn't it? That was, your held
That was
action.
my held action, so I can't do anything else now, no.
So it is going to... in fact, I need to make a quick note. Note. Give me a piece of paper. Okay. As it is now stepped up in front of you, it is then going to cast, or attempt to cast, Compelled Duel against you, Dargon. I need... That's going to be a bonus action, by the way.
Great. What saving throw?
That was interesting. I just managed to hit the back button on my browser, so... Not worrying.
Not good. That'd be a strength saving throw for a change. good at
Sorry,
them.
I've just got to redo the initiative orders now. So that needs to be a wisdom saving throw, please.
No! 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 I don't like them. 16.
16. No. You are now compelled to fight against it.
Wonderful!
So,
With it, you mean?
you have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than it, and if you try to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away, you will have to make another wisdom saving throw.
Am I compelled to fight it?
You basically, if you try and attack anything else, you're going to get disadvantage.
Okay. Cool.
So that's a
That's
bonus action.
great. Don't worry, guys. There's nothing else
It's
coming on
then
the
going to
field.
use its action to swipe at you.
Good.
That's a natural 1 for the first one.
Hey.
Jesus.
That's a 15 for the second.
That also misses.
Nice.
And
3
an
attacks.
18 for the third.
Just meet my armor class because I don't have my shield out.
Just meets your armor class. So it is doing single-handedly. That is going to be 12 points of slashing damage
Yep.
and 12 points of necrotic.
Cool.
And we are once again over to you, Dargon.
Just before we do that, sorry, I will use my reaction to reduce that by 1d12 plus 4.
Okay.
So just to do that one, that was a 1. Amazing. So it's all of 5 points back to me. And then it was my go again. So I shall give in to this weird thing that makes me feel like I always want to do something in front of me and hit it really hard. And I'm going to hit it really hard. I hope. I'm fucking gonna miss at a 13 on the first one.
Yep.
And I'm gonna miss with the second one on an 18.
Damn.
So both of those are going to miss.
Shit.
It just
a bad
catches
roll.
them cling, cling
Bad roll.
on the shield. In fact, no. Vraco is going to, and I should have done this. I was going to do it anyway, so I apologise. Vraco is going to use War God's Blessing.
Yay! On one of them. So,
On one of them.
cool. 8.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you get a plus 10.
Okay, so 28 on one of them then. To hit. Oh, sweet.
So
cool.
sorry, I was
Cheers.
going to announce that, but I got slightly distracted. So you do hit with one of them.
Yeah, no, cool, thank you. I love War God's Blessing. So that is 17. I should just make sure. 17 points of slashing damage.
17 points of slashing damage, and as you cut this time, thick black blood just begins to seep like ink into the water and is seemingly sapped away.
So then for 19 points of radiant damage.
19 points of radiant, nice. Okay.
And
Kirik.
just as my bonus
Bonus
action
action?
as well, I'm just going to use another healing light on myself.
Didn't you use... No. That was your reaction, ignore me.
Yeah.
Did you roll the
Cool.
extra damage
Kirik.
for Holy Weapon?
Yes, I did.
No.
I'm rolling all 4 at once. Yeah,
Yes,
cheers.
okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Bad rolls on that one.
It's all good. I will focus on the energy behind the creature and summon a 4th level spiritual weapon.
Where's the spiritual weapon?
This is a slightly larger raven wing.
I think we're going to make it that big.
And as part of my bonus action, I will attack it. 27. No, 25.
Gonna hit.
That's good. 15 points of force damage.
15 points of force damage, nice. There's more black blood, just... Whoop.
And I will gather some energy in my hand, and Dargon, you start to see a small kind of opening wound appear between the plates of the armor. I'm holding my path to the grave until the beginning of Dargon's turn.
Holding
Okay.
your action
Holding
there,
back
yeah.
the grave.
Yeah, cool.
Holding my action, yeah. 5,
Gary.
10, 15.
Holden. No, just me? Okay.
And I'll move there 20 feet.
Oh shit, you're down there. Sorry.
Nice.
I
Yes. Sorry.
was paying attention, honest.
It's the old man.
Yeah.
Is.
Just, a quick think. Yeah. So. Let me just double check. Make sure I can do this. We'll see. So this time you hear a gruff voice from Oldman that is too deep for me to do. You're going to hear him wave his hands. You're going to hear the sound of him waving his hands, and in unison, obviously, all the other images are going to do exactly the same thing. You'll then see what appears to be a large shield appear in front of Dargon and Vraco with the symbol of a raven. And you'll hear from behind, from very far behind where Oldman's standing, a female voice shout, "Fool! These are under my protection."
Okay. So as you cast this, your 3 mirror images and the energy bursts forth as this huge glowing symbol of that white raven's mask appears in front of Dargon and Vraco. And the voice of the Raven Queen seemingly speaks out. Fools, these are under my protection. And that image just hovers there.
What is that? Cool.
Cool. So that is your go. Vraco then. I'm sorry, that image is in front of Draco. Dargon and Vraco. The brain is slowly shutting down tonight, I can feel. Vraco then is going to... What can he do? What can he do? What can he do? Can't... Do you know what? He can. But does he want to? Vraco is going to use his one and only 6th level spell slot.
Hello.
And Vraco is going to use an action
to rip him a new one.
to cast Guiding Bolt.
Holy
6th
mother
level.
trucker!
Wish me luck.
Come on.
Does he want to move away because he'll be attacking disadvantage?
Yeah, moves back to there first. Attack of opportunity. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be... He's going to take 11 points of slashing damage and 13 points necrotic, so 24 damage total. He'll take it. Because he did hit. Breaker's down to 19 hit points.
Yo!
But he did hit with Guiding Bolt. So that's 9d6.
Nice.
29 points of radiant damage.
Next attack has advantage.
Burst into this creature. There is this glowing blue aura now around this creature. Vraco's bonus action then is going to be... Not a lot.
Really hope that this guy doesn't fuck me up on the on his turn.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, that's going to be it for Vraco. So it is then the creature's turn. It is not looking good at all as this black ichor-like blood just into the water. It is then going to use a bonus action, and you can see that reality itself almost shifts slightly, and there is just a shift in something. You can't quite put your mind on what it is, but some of the wounds just gently close up. Did that the wrong way. So used to clicking the damage button. It is then going to attempt to attack you, Dargon, but because of this giant symbol of the Raven Queen, there is some confusion, and it knows not to really mess with the Raven Queen, so it is going to do so with disadvantage.
Nice.
Wow.
Rolls a natural 1 on the first one.
Okay.
23 on the second.
Yeah.
So that's 9 points of slashing damage
Yeah.
and 15 points in necrotic.
Yeah.
And then the third one is a natural 1 again.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance on that one that did hit. So 11 points back. 37. So yeah.
Doggone. It is then your turn.
Okay. I have advantage on the first one, and Kirik, you've just done your bit, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So advantage on the first attack.
There's an opening between the plate mail.
17 and an 18 on the die, so 29. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. So
Roll well.
come on. 10 points of slashing damage.
Yes.
And sorry, what's it? Holy weapon still up?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
$24 points of radiant damage.
24 points of radiant damage as you see that small gap inside the plate armor, and you just stab forward. How do you want to do this?
Yes, that was amazing.
Make short fucking work of that bastard.
Fucking hell. Yeah, like you say, just straight in through that gap in the armor, and I'll actually pull him close and just go, "You don't deserve to get back," and I will just push him away to the floor.
And as you look into that face, you notice behind the silver plate mail 2 burning eyes of fire, and you are taken back into the temple, squared off against the figure in the black plate armor.
Holy
as you drive the blade
shit.
in and kick it backwards. Kirik, as this happens, you hear the voice inside your head once more. Bind him. Whatever channel or whatever power you have to channel me, channel it now. He cannot be allowed to escape again.
In that case, will
I will, just for theatrics' sake, say that my second attack also is as he plunges to the floor and I've seen the eyes, I'm going to just plunge into him again like I did with the other creature to sort of pin him to the ground.
So you sort of dive straight in with a sort of pull back, Spartan kick him forward, and then as it falls, just as Kirik at this point turns, voice inside his head.
I'm going to use my divine intervention to bind this creature.
Roll with advantage, please.
Ha. 69 first one.
Yay!
70 the second one.
70 as this creature's body just slowly floats away. Vraco then turns, grabbing his holy symbol. He's also going to attempt to use divine intervention. Let's just do this the other way, shall we? So, first one coming up. $74. $65. The creature is caught in an instant current that now surges up around you and is taken. I need everybody to make me dexterity saving throws with advantage, please.
Can't it be a straight saving throw? Can I roll so badly on this?
9.
9,
17! Oh, 19!
19, 15 for the old man. Dexterity saving throw with advantage. Natural 20 for Vraco. So everyone manages to hold fast except for Kirik. You got a 9, yeah? With advantage?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You are swept up by this current and slowly begin to make your way forward.
Can I run forwards to try and capture him?
Make me an athletics check, please.
Okay, that I can do. 18.
18. You dash up and you grab him. You can feel the current pulling in. Is there anything anybody else would like to do at this point?
Just shout, Vraco, help me get him back.
Yeah, as the
Vraco rolls a 14.
as the figure is kind of leaving, I will just try to focus on whatever is like inside of the arm and try to focus on whatever is still kind of binding this creature to wanting to leave, and just gonna try to reach out and see if there's anything that I can dispel. I'll cast Dispel Magic.
So as you cast Dispel Magic, the spell just dissipates over it.
Cool.
And it is swept up and gone beyond your reach. As you now feel the current pull you, Dargon rushes up, grabs one of your arm. Vraco rushes up, misses your arm once, just about manages to grab part of you, and the two of you them haul you up to standing. And we are out of combat. And the pool once again goes still.
Oh dear.
Was that it? Look around. Are there still figures around the pool?
Aye.
There are still figures around the periphery of the pool, but again, they're not moving, they're not doing anything. They just seem to be staying at the periphery.
I think that
The
was a
symbol of
bloody
the
creature
Raven
in the
Queen
temple.
still burning.
Yeah. I'll turn to Benjamin, and I'll say, there's clearly a little bit more to you than we were led to believe. And I'll look at the symbol and I'll say, I didn't realize you served her.
You are
You
mute.
muted.
I was. It's because my headset died before. So I said, "Sir,
It's alright.
Serves her. She's the one that keeps me here. And that's not how it normally goes. This is different. You lot are strange. How have I come up with this one then?
You haven't come up with us
Can
at
I-
all.
can I roll to see what I perceive of these people that are with me, that just fought alongside me?"
Make me a perception check with advantage, please.
Seven.
7. Something. There is definitely something different about them, but even then, something still tells you they are the figments of your imagination that you're so used to.
No, it can't be. No, because if it is, then Oh, I've done some terrible things. No. You mustn't be real.
With that, the burning symbol of the Raven Queen twists in the air and forms a swirling portal of water. And you all hear, "It is time to go. Step through. The 6th district I can summon anywhere. Head into the 1st. Before you step through, Dargon, Kirik, I need you both to make me perception checks, please.
17.
13.
Kirik, you begin to hear this shout of, "Help! Help!"
Did it come from the portal or from around the pool?
You turn to the direction of this sound and you find, clinging to the rock, a black, leather-armoured figure with flowing white hair in the river and just sort of clutching, and you can see the river seemingly trying to pull this individual away.
Sorry, describe him again.
Black leather armour and
Yeah.
robes, flowing white hair. Long white hair. That's all you can tell from this distance.
But I didn't see him, I know, but I was just curious.
No, it's fine.
I'll approach.
As you approach, the head lifts up and you see a very, very familiar face.
I knew it.
As what was once the Dark Eladrin looks up. You... No. I cannot be allowed to die. Help me.
I'll reach out a hand.
He sort of, from the rock where he's on, he reaches up and just sort of snatches at your hand. Thank you. You will be rewarded.
I will. But I don't think it will be by you. And I'll cast the 4th level Inflict Wounds.
Yes.
And you cast a 4th level inflict. Roll damage for me, please.
How much?
60-10. It was actually pretty low. 10, 18, 20, 22.
22
Pretty low.
points of damage. You said pretty low, based on the last fight. You notice that the eyes now are a very light blue, almost grey. There is no sense of red anymore. And where you hold his hand and you cast Inflict Wounds, the flesh, the bone just begins to dust away. And as his arm dusts away and it sort of creeps across the body, his eyes look at you and fix direct on your face. He is not forgiving. He is all-powerful. You will rue the day you ever...
Just before he goes,
does.
I'll just say, don't worry. We'll come for him next. I'll just let him go.
And the dust just into.
Do I see that dust?
Breaker at this point
disappear,
is-
or does it?
You do
Does
see the
Oldman
dust
see that
disappear.
dust?
Carry on.
Do I notice anything different about that when normally my illusions would dissipate?
Yes, you notice that your illusions tend to dissipate with the sort of breaking of magic. Think One Division effect, breaking of magic, those sorts of things. Whereas this is very much Thanos snap, totally keeping it Marvel here.
Yeah.
Keep it relevant.
Okay. That vision of the old man, the old man, is going to slump down and kind of fall to his knees with his head in his hands.
Out of the portal steps a figure. Black robes, white mask. She steps and turns. Deimos. Stand.
Extremely the first time that name has been said in seemingly a very long time. The old man takes his head out of his hands, looks up, and immediately stands up, as if recognizing the voice.
Your time here is done. The thread of fate that trapped you here, no longer necessary. Your body waits for you in life, preserved and hidden. Step forth into the light now. True death is not for you just yet.
Before the old man steps forward, he's going to say,
But I think I've done some terrible things.
We have all done terrible things. What is important is what we choose to do with the life that is given to us. Go, Deimos. Live once more. And remember my mercy.
the quickest you've ever seen the old man move, he kind of shuffles around, closes his bag, and just instantly runs towards the portal of the light.
Unlike that's a
And what
cue
you
for
can
we
see
can
is
get
him-
out of here. Dargon follows.
He dashes through. So you see the old man, now seemingly known as Deimos, dashes through the portal, and you can see beyond the first district and that warm glow of light. As he dashes forward, and you can see him just launch himself at the warm glow, and there is a flash. He is gone. The Raven Queen turns to the three that remain. Let us walk once more in death. And she steps through the portal into the first district.
Yeah. You'll be lucky to beat me, Kirik and Vraco. I'm going.
The Dargon dashes through after Vraco, sort of looks to Kirik, shrugs, steps through into the first district.
Kirik follows the dust left by Theo Golden,
Make me a
and
perception
then
check,
eventually.
please.
Natural 20.
As the dust flows and seemingly disappears, a symbol appears. In the mist, in the dim light around you, almost hovering in the air, a rune of sorts. Somehow it speaks to you. And there is a subtle understanding. And you turn from it. As the dust of Theogodin is long gone at this point and the rune fades. The knowledge remains with you.
I'll take note and I'll move into the portal.
As you step through, the Raven Queen is there, and although you can't quite tell under the mask, you can feel that there is something of happiness about her. You three have done me a great service today. You have protected the veil. The strands of fate are numerous. They are interwoven in ways that even I sometimes find difficult to read. The path for you three is now uncertain. If you so wish, you can join me, and we will walk beyond the ninth, and beyond. Or you can stay here, and hope that your friends find some way to bring you back. This is the last you will see of me here.
You'll be pardoning me. I mean no offence when I say I really don't want to come with you. I'm gonna stay here, and hope they can get me back. Thank you though. I did once think I deserved nothing less than to fall in battle for my crimes, but since meeting this lot, I'm much happier and feel like I've got stuff to do. So I hope I can get back.
Those crimes were not yours, Dargon. You dwell too much on past mistakes.
I'm doing my best
Forward
not
into
to.
the future. I wish you well.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you.
She turns to Vraco. Servant of Cord, what is your wish? Your body has been ravaged. I can take you to him, or you can stay. Vraco sort of takes a moment and looks to you and Kirik.
You say I have been dead some time now. I wonder, perhaps if it is time for me to join with the Stormlord. You need only have to ask and I will stay with you, though. My friends. My allies.
Vraco, I would like nothing better for us to all make it home. I don't know what making it home for you will be like. And the reason I apologised when we met was when we found you and when we got to you, your body, or you, or whatever, had been turned, and you were a vampiric, heinous thing. And I knew you wouldn't want to be like that. So I was the one who dealt the blow to stop you. Well,
as it should have been, my friend.
I tell a lie. Actually, it was me and Kirik, but you get the gist. I'm sorry, I just couldn't leave you in a state like that. I would love to have you back. I don't know if you come back, you're going to be back in that same issue, back in that same problem. I'm torn, Kirik, Vrako. I want you to be back with us, helping us. But not if it's going to mean you return as an abomination.
And Hafok, what say you?
I turn to Kirik.
We have unbalanced the scales of the veil. It is not my place to say whether you should return or not. But I believe there is some uncertainty about what coming back means for you.
Vrako looks around.
We've been on a journey, the three of us. Send my best to Ander. I will walk with the Queen. And I go to the halls of conquest. To the halls of my lord. If he so wishes for me to walk amongst men once again, then let it be his decision.
I can understand that.
I'll find a way to go.
There is a small tear that rolls down Vraco's cheek as he turns and stands next to the Raven Queen.
It's mirrored on Dargon's face. Very much mirrored on Dargon's face, and as he turns, he goes up and gives him a proper bro man hug, proper bear hug from a massive guy to another fairly huge creature. Be seeing you, friend.
Live well, Dargon Thunderhand. Remember those that have fallen, but mourn them not. Fight on in their honour.
As I will in yours.
I await you at the final gate.
And with that, the Raven Queen turns, and as she lifts her hand, the darkness of her cloak opens out, and there in the centre is this bead of blue light, almost sparking energy. She ushers Vraco forward, and he steps forward, and is gone. She turns, her head bows. Good luck. And Kirik, never forget. Guard the veil. I hope that has more meaning for you now. And she steps.
It does.
And is gone. The two of you now left in this shallow current of river, not pulling against you, the warmth of life just next to you. In a forest, outside of a city within Nyalin, underneath a cairn of rocks, ice begins to crack, and a hand pushes through and moves the cairn and opens it up, as Deimos takes a breath of fresh air for the first time in 50 years. You recognise the forest, and you know the city where you are near. You know those of your kind are near. As you climb out, you find your clothing, your materials, much as they were in death. Your body also now as it was in death. As you step forward now on the road back to that city and back to those of your kind. Is there anything you would like to do before we close today?
I'd like to turn around and look at the place that I've just emerged from. And take a look to see if I see anybody else there. I guess that might be my choice.
Check, please.
I will do. $14.
With a 14, your senses sharper for the first time they have been in a long time. But your mind still somewhat feeling the effects of that period of time. There is no one there, but you still have the uncanny sense that others are with you. Always with you.
Oh, never mind. Oh, in fact, actually... Can we retcon what I just said?
Yes,
Because now technically I'm in a younger body.
you are in a slightly younger body, yes.
So that would not be my voice no more. In which case, he's not going to say anything, and he's just going to nod, and then almost skip off towards the city, down the road.
And he does. And so we close episode 49 of Malt and Magic. I would just like to take a very, very small moment to give Paul a round of applause. Thank you very much for being our first guest. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
It has been awesome.
So cool.
So thank you very much, sir.
you.
We will be back next week, back to normal. I'm sure there'll be more of Paul to see, maybe, if we want to do that in future.
Yeah, we hope so.
Very much one of the family now. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you for the amazing interaction with the chat today. It's been phenomenal. We hope you stick around for future episodes. Please go check out the past episode on YouTube or check them out on the podcast if you'd rather listen to them. As always, if you're listening to them on podcast and you have the option to leave a like or a review or a star or whatever, please do so. Every little helps. Thank you to all the tools we've used. I'm not going to go through them all because we are a bit over time, as per usual. But I will give a huge shout out to BattleBard. You've heard the sound effects tonight. If you want to get your own sound effects in your own game, please go and use the code Malt and Magic when you register. Get yourself a nice cheeky discount on some sound effects as I struggle to keep the cough in. Yeah, so that has been our special episode of Malt and Magic, The Forgotten Kingdom of Nihilin. A lot of fun. I had great fun with that new area, but we will digest on Malt Magic and more. Please go check that out on Wednesday night on Twitch, 7:30. You know where it's at, Malt Magic. With that, all that is left for me to say is another thank you. We love you. That is it. We've been the Malt Magic crew. This has been the Forgotten Kingdom of Nihilin. Thank you again to Paul for his amazing guest character. We will see you next week.